Good evening, YouTube. That's how to contact me. Best way to contact me is either Facebook or my cell phone number. Right there it is. That's 336-214-2665. I need to do this again at the end of the video. Evidently, people don't watch the beginning, evidently. I guess. Well, what we got on the bench today is the end up of the audio maker, which is 460s amp. Looked a lot different when it came in, but that's what it looks like now. Performing really good. I got 2 ground places back here for it. He wanted a relay upgrade. It had a little 10 amp in it. He wanted a power wire upgrade, and this is that aluminum. It's 4-gauge wire, 2 of them, but you can fill it a table boss wire, and you can just fill the cable until it's that aluminum. Just ain't got no weight to it. Pile of mess here. Let me sit down here. Get at my junky table. It ain't too bad, but I'm liking this new setup. It ain't too much different than the other. Just put my slug holes right there, which I have got a slug holder, and I made a nice little meter holder. I like that. But I got my 2-pill in line now. So it goes from radio to 2-pill to a meter. That's reflect meter. And that's the slug fit, 5 watt. And then goes into the amp. And then it comes out of the amp and goes into this line section. This is reflect back from the antenna. This is the output to the antenna now. Still got my same power supply in here. My peak kit for this meter here is in there. So just off and on it. Alright, getting back to the amp. It had a set of 10 amp relays in it. It was working, but he just wanted it changed out. Every one of these coaxes, let me see if I can sort this out. Every one of the coaxes was a different length. They was just cut to where they fit, and that was about it. That one looks the same length, but it's not. It's actually a little bit longer than the other one. This one, this one, this one. I'm gonna guess I didn't keep up with these. I'm gonna say all the short ones was for the input, and they're all a little different. And surely you can tell this is for the output. It's 4 of those. And one of these is a lot longer than the other. Like this one's here. I ain't got but one hand. This one's here. There. Of course, this one's here. And I guess you can see that's longer. All of them was different lengths. So these was too. It's hard to do it with one hand. And it had these Russian 1000s. And these little, now believe it or not, some of these blue caps are not any good, and some of them are good. It all depends on where you get them from. I got some blue caps. I've tried heat to them, and they do very well. very well. They don't drop no more than the regular silver dip micas do. And it had them for the output on a 16 pill on each 4 pill section. So that's them things. Just I've tried them, and even on a 2 pill they just they will not hold up. So if you got these, try not to use them. I'd say don't use them. Try them. Look nice and hefty though, but
Hello.
doing a video, my little niece. Hey. But anyways, close the door. Replace the key up circuit in it. Put some new 10 ohms in it. Some of them was looking pretty bad. This wire is not Teflon. See, one of them I burned up here. I burnt here. It'll burn through. It's not Teflon. There's another one somewhere. A lot more stuff in this box. There's another one of the output caps. Believe it or not, this was on the input of it. So that got changed out. That's not too bad, but they're not real good. It has the 5 watts on the output of the combiner. Splitter, whatever you want to call it. This was a ground strap, but we changed all that out. Got all the junk out of it. Mostly, I retuned it. Mostly get all this non-Teflon, get that junk out of there. A little bitty relays, get them out of there. This junk worried me more than anything, other than the coaxes being different lengths. But like I said, it did work. I tested it for just a few minutes, and believe me, it's got a lot more put out now than it did then. But and like I said, that was a power wire. And these, I think this was a 175 amp Anderson. That's not going to cut it. This thing's going to pull 280, 300 amps, if not more. All depends on how you drive it. It has got Toshibas in it. I don't know, you know, how 21 volts. I don't know what you're going to do, but that ain't going to cut it, especially not that wire. So that's what we're done with the upgrade. Got some good 8 gauge. It's 5 of them on here. Now the specifications for these wires says it'll pull 70 amps per wire. Actually, I think it says 80. We got 5 of them on that. And they exit at the back. And it got a good nice strain relief. Some nice bolts. And some of the, I've changed these, the input, they was off. This one over here was really bad. It's supposed to be 270, and it was way down. It was down to like 150, and this one was down to like 200. These over here I think was okay, but there was 250s. So we wound a new inductor, put some new resistors, put the new relays, retuned it. Like I said, put the new power wires in, put some new output caps. Them's good output caps. Put an inductor on the input.
Who's texting me?
Peter Griffin. The inductor on the front of it was a piece of wire about this long. That's all it was. And we made a standoff for it and got it tuned in. Yeah, I think she's doing pretty good. I upgraded the switch. But I took all the caps, every one of them, even these little 120s in here. Took all these up, every cap in it, out, rechecked them. Like I said, didn't have Teflon wire, so they put new Teflon wire, new combiners, new resistors on each one of those. So the front, the input, done that too. New 3/16 coax, all the same length, completely the same length. The 104s on it, they was up and just wiggly waggly all over the place, so I put some more of them on it. They was set way up off of here, and they done wiggled and waggled back and forth so much some of them feels kind of iffy, so I didn't want to put those back in there, so just changed all them out. No more than what they cost, you know. Put them on there. Checked all the 1000 metal clads, checked all the 330s. Everything seems to be doing good. I'm going to just be driving it with a 2-pill today. That's all I'm going to drive it with. And this is my little hot radio. Turn this off, turn the box off. I'm going to show you what my hot radio puts out. 50-watt slug. For its bird watts. 50, the mic for it, and this is for the hot radio. Hello, put out about a little over 10 bird peak. Hello, about 30 peak, about all she's doing. Alright, turn the peak kit off, take the 50-watt slug out, 1000 watt up and down, 2500-watt slug. I don't quite have a 5000 in it because I ain't been doing a lot of big boxes to get a 5000 where I can't use a multiplier, so we're going to use a multiplier in 2 times a day. Turn the 2-pill on. This is a drive from the 2-pill. About 200 watts. That's in the center position. That's RMS. Peak. Over 500. Let's see. That's 1000. That's 500. Yeah. A little over 500. Turn the peak kit off. This 2-pill. Turn the 16-pill on. It's RMS. Audio. Spent out about 1400 with this little 2-pill driving it. And the power wires, I got 3 of them, it's not even hooked up. Only 2 of them hooked up in here. I got a better connector, bigger than this one. I can get more wires in. I think I can get 4. That's 3, 4. I can put 4. That's 4. I can put 4 wires in the little bit bigger ones. These are little Chinese ones, but they work really good. But that's about all you can stuff in them is the 2 of these wires. So that's what I got, and the voltage ain't dropping that much on it. But anyways, that's RMS. That's 2500 watt scale. So 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500. Oh, about 1500 on now. And this is 5 watt slug. And it's what I'm getting for reflect. Oh, so right at 4 watts. And if you take that, that's pretty damn good. 4 watts of reflect with 1500 bird going out. That's pretty good. We'll go up on a peak hit, 2500 watt scale. And you know it's going to bury that. Oh, it buries that. Go up to 2 times the multiplier. So right here is, let's see, 2 times 2500. Do the math. That's 5000 watts full deflected, and I think it's going to come along in here. Oh, so let's just say 3000 watts. I think it's actually showing about 3500. Oh, about 3500. Let's see, double 25 would be 5000, and yeah, so whatever. I just woke up, had a late night last night, so there you go. Mr. 460, you ready to go? Oldie, hardly any reflect coming back from the antenna. Oh, so I don't think it's pretty bad. I don't think it's too bad. I've seen some videos of some people's amps and it putting out a lot more than 5 on reflect, but you got to take an effect. If you putting out 3000 watts, you only losing 5. That's pretty good. So Mr. 460's audio maker, and I did do a little something in here. It's a plate. You can't see it on with the phone, but it's a plate in there to block off in between this piece of heat sink and that piece of heat sink. It kind of blocks off the air for the power wires. But I think a little bit to get around it because it ain't completely to the bottom. It likes about maybe 1/8 of an inch to get that out. But I don't think hot wires are gonna get that hot anyways. But there you go. That's it. It's got your Toshibas in it. Let me look over the phone. All red dot. These are all 6Cs. That's 6C, 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 1C, 8D, 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 8D. So this thing had 5 pills put in it. But she's all good now. Everything's running nice and cool. Nice and cool. And believe me, if you got an imbalance, you're gonna know it. But there you go. Mr. 460. Good old guy. Appreciate the business. Hope you're very happy with it. Hope it lasts you a long time. And hope I did all that you wanted did to it. I think it is. We didn't write it down in stone, didn't write it down on paper, anything, but I remember the best I could. I think it's the way it goes. So we're going to spray a little bit of clay over top of it and check the fans out on it. Haven't even done that yet, but we'll see how that goes. So have a good one. Be number 3 down in the Carolinas. And again, text me on this number. That's 336-214-2665. I am in North Carolina, Eastern time zone, and I don't hear very well, so texting me seems to do pretty good. Kind of look at that a little bit more than I do let's put out for the phone. Like I said, I don't hear very well, but we try. Alright then, y'all have a good one. Later.